There we go. Okay, we're product then, and you never know what's gonna happen in the capital. Voila. There's some kind of Gene Entry, what's his name? The singer.
Oh, Gene Autry?
Autry, yeah. Is that what you are?
No, not a singer.
He's dead, huh?
Yeah.
How old are you?
71.
71. You're not brain dead?
Not yet.
You're okay?
Yeah. Haven't been in the government long enough.
Okay. So, your name is?
Gerald Bourque.
And Gerald Bourque is part of the, you're in charge of the leader of the KISS party.
Yes.
Kiss My Ass party?
No, Keep It Simple Solutions.
Okay. So, I know you came and tell me once last year, you said you were going to register, and I asked you, I said, okay, so you wanted me to meet you at election New Brunswick, which I did.
Yeah.
And then you told me, then you said, well, I have to go. I got a meeting to go to. And that pissed me off, so I said, okay, my Scottish pride. I said, it's a blog, I'm going to say it. I said, fuck them. Anyway, that's my pride. Okay, so let's be serious here. Are you you were a candidate for the Liberal Party?
Yes, I was.
Where was that? Wasn't that New Maryland that way?
No, I was in Fredericton, York, I believe they called it, up in Stanley Way.
And you finished what?
2014 campaign, and just before the election, or before the nomination, Mr. Gallant wanted to have Randy McKean as the candidate up there.
Oh, Randy, yeah.
And then he bust in, or a bunch of people came in, 60 of them, to make sure that he won the riding. And
the nomination process.
Yes, and I didn't think that was right because these people were not living in our riding, they were from all around our riding.
So I
had no problems with Randy running in our riding, but it had to be the people accept them.
So you are a disgruntled Liberal?
Well, yes, a bit, yeah.
Piss off Liberal.
Yeah.
Just like me, I was pissed off against you. You were pissed off against Liberal, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You can put it that way. I don't hold grudges.
You don't hold grudges. Okay. So, how many votes do you expect to get this election? 10, 15 votes?
Oh, yeah, I hope so.
You hope so? Okay, sorry. I was a little bit too high. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you expect? 4 or 5 votes? Are you going to be none of the above candidate?
We got 9 candidates running.
Yeah.
And we have ridings in Shore, Bathurst, Plaster Rock, Petitcodiac.
But doesn't that help the Liberals, having people like you? You say, well, I don't want to vote this, I don't want to vote that. I'm going to vote for the KISS party because the government can kiss my ass and give you a vote.
Well, I'm not really too concerned about how I get in, as long as I get in, whether it's by default or by listening to my policies.
I apologize, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to hold you. You are not getting in.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Whatever you say.
Is it okay? You are not, read my lips, you are not getting in. Okay.
That is up to the people of this province, not up to me or you.
That's the problem with a democratic system. It allows people like you to run. Damn democratic system. Okay. I repeat, isn't voting people that gives you vote, will that help the Liberal Party to get return in power?
Not necessarily. If they don't get enough votes, we get more than they do. You don't understand the system? Where
do you get your self-confidence? Please, I like to have it. Maybe some of the listeners would love to have that.
Well,
You're no farmer.
Yes, I'm a farmer.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, maybe this is it. Don't break my camera, dude.
I'll tell you this. When I was farming, we had a real bad road, and Frank McKinn had all 55 seats, and the community called a meeting together to get the road fixed, and they put me in charge.
Wasn't it 58 seats? He won all 58 seats. He
won all the seats, whatever there was number.
58. Go ahead.
And so I was asked to be chairman of the committee, and this is the brief version, by the way. And anyway, I came in and had a talk with Mr. Sheldon Lee, and they had all the money spent and whatnot, and they said they would look at it next year. And I was driving the ambulance up there in that area as a volunteer, and I said, no, the road's got to be fixed. And
you must be pissed with the paramedic thing.
very much so. But anyway,
Oh, that's right. This
they
is your
needed
video.
they needed. Sheldon said, we got no more money. So I said, well, I'll get you some money. And he said, oh, you're paying for it. I said, no. Where are you getting the money? I said, I'm going to get it from Frank. And I went to see Frank. And in 2 months later, we signed the largest paving contract. We got 17 kilometers
Really?
fixed and paved.
That's because of Frank.
Well, because of perseverance from the community.
You and Frank. Frank flew me in a helicopter once. Never been in a helicopter before.
No.
It was from
I
St.
used-
Martin. From St. Martin to St. John. That was quite a ride.
Yeah,
Okay.
I used to fly in them with search and rescue 9 times a year.
Well, I thought he was
On
gonna. I thought he was gonna do like the scene from Scarface. I thought he was gonna bring me in the helicopter in the Bay of Fundy, throw me off. But there's no sharks in the Bay of Fundy.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Okay.
We'll forgive him for that.
Why we have? I like Chris Austin.
I do too.
I like David Cohn.
Yes. I got no problems with David, no way.
The Liberals are not participating in debates, local debates. They refuse to debate issues. But one issue that I agree with Chris Austin is, first, the language commissioner. You agree that should be au revoir?
She already left.
No, but that position is still there.
Well,
Michel Carrier is the.
I think
That's still going with them.
we have to assure that the language commissioner understands and does things properly.
$500,000 a year that
Yeah,
costs.
yeah.
Go to the ombudsman, go human rights. Okay, paramedics. Non. Je veux mon service en français. Only a moody Québécois, except the one à la Gaspésie. La Gaspésie, les Québécois, beautiful people. But to say I want my service en français, that's bullshit. Go ahead.
All emergency outfits, ambulance, fire department, and whatever, emergency services should not have to be bilingual. When you're in an emergency situation, it's a life-saving factor. And I did CPR 4 times on people. One time I was walking into Zuller's and a woman collapsed in between the 2 doors up to the top of the hill before Zuller's closed. And I just come in and she was having convulsions. We looked after her and she went into cardiac arrest, and I did CPR. Where do you get? She didn't speak to me at all.
Do me a favor. Something happens here. Don't give me CPR. Anyway, I'd rather see a moody Québécois. You were at election in New Brunswick?
Yes.
I saw. That's where I saw you.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well,
You want to show what it is?
well, no, it's just the record keeping, getting an update on how to keep the records for the parties and our party's commitments. That's one thing the Liberals and the Conservatives have brought in, a policy that you have to be transparent and bring your total cost up for what these election promises are going to cost. And it turns around and they both said, oh, well, we can't do it because we haven't got enough information. Well, they made the rules and now they won't do it, but yet we have to do it. So
Are you going door to door?
Oh, I've gone door to door.
Are you having fun?
I'm enjoying it.
Of course.
I really like what people are telling me and what they're saying, and that's where I'm getting a lot of my confidence.
People like you should be in no folks home and talk to other people. But for you to go out and talk to other people, that's what you're enjoying, right? Don't hit me. That's what you're enjoying, right?
Sure.
Talk to people.
Yes.
So what's better, this or Steve Murphy?
I never had an interview with Steve Murphy
Yes,
yet.
you were.
Not with Steve Murphy.
Yes, I saw you with Steve Murphy. Didn't I see you sit down with Steve one day?
I believe so.
No. Didn't I see you where did I see you? You were sitting down with someone on TV.
Oh, it was the voice of the province, Rogers.
Oh my God! Sorry, Steve. Oh my God.
Yes.
Rogers.
I'm hoping Steve is going to come around and offer me a chance. He's interviewing the other leaders of the parties.
What did you learn when you talk? You look at the camera. I remember that. Yeah, Rogers, you were looking at the camera. The only guy that I interviewed look at the camera was Steve Murphy. Where did you learn that?
Where did I learn that?
Yeah, look at the camera. Look in the camera when you talk.
Keep it simple. It's common sense.
Common sense.
Yeah.
Maybe Gene Archery. You were doing
We're loaded with
singing,
common
play the
sense.
guitar.
Yeah.
Look at the camera. Did you watch the? Steve. Speaking of Steve, did you watch the debate last night? Her and the leader of the NDP and Steve.
Yes, I did.
Was that a train wreck, or was that a deer staring and a bunch of headlights?
I really feel that these people are new at this, and they do feel out of place at times. And
Was she ever?
the same as Chris Austin. I felt that he didn't handle his interview too well, but that's.
But Steve was focusing on the bilingualism thing. He
Yeah.
was focusing on the bilingualism, and you know, the People Alliance. Yes, is there bigots in there? Yes, but you know, Chris, the People Alliance has different. Could talk about different issues, but language.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your main goal in your party anyway?
Main goal is
Eliminate the deficit?
to eliminate the deficit.
How do you do that? Get the Irvings removed from this province?
No, you do it by a whole series of different things. The first thing that you have to do is have a plan, which I went to all the other parties and none of them have a plan. But my plan is to put the assets of NB Liquor up for sale.
Access of NB Liquor.
The assets, yeah. And allow the grocery stores to any grocery store that wants to comply with the government regulations will be allowed to sell liquor, not just our friends.
That might put you up to 35 votes, huh?
Yeah, well, there we go. See, we're making it all the time. And then we turn around and sell off the assets and put that towards the debt. And I was at the Auditor General's report and had a meeting with Kim McPherson afterwards, and she stated that if after this election, if there isn't a plan to deal with the debt, then they're going to foreclose on the province. And
You're going to buy me lunch if you win the seat?
I doubt it.
Okay, Charles
I'm going to be too
LeBlanc.
busy. This is the end of the interview.
Charles LeBlanc, nice to meet you, and Gerald Bourque. Oh, by the way, parles-tu français?
Oh, a little bit.
And Bourque, c'est français, ça?
I don't profess to be bilingual. When I was 19, I worked in Quebec, and after 3 weeks, they never had to tell me my orders in English.
Where's your parents from?
Lincoln is where I was born, and it lived in Lincoln there, next to Burke's Farm. That's part of that clan.
But say Bourque. You didn't change your name to B-U-R-K. Your name is
No,
Bourque. You didn't do it.
B-O-U-R-Q-E, Bourque.
That's French, c'est français.
Oh, oui.
So where is the other one? Your grandparents?
Martin from up in Kingslayer, my mother's side.
And before that?
Well,
Where is the
lived-
Bourque coming from? They're Acadian. Bourque is Acadian. It's not
yeah,
English.
Rogersville.
Rosaville or Rogersville?
Rosaville.
Rosaville?
10 miles from Rogersville.
I know exactly. Pamela. Pamela. Look
Yeah.
what I got here.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Rosaville.
Yes.
Lots of clear cutting in Rosaville. Have you been there?
Oh yes, I've been there, and I've been all over the province.
How come there's not a yellow line at Rosaville? People like you at night can't see the street.
can't see the street.
Have you noticed that?
No, I haven't been there in the last few months.
Have you noticed there's no yellow line?
No, I never. Although I noticed there's a lot of no yellow lines everywhere in this province, not just there.
Can you drive?
Yes, I can drive.
So you didn't notice a yellow line in Rosaville?
Well, it's been, I don't know, 5 or 6 years since I've been up there. There might have been one there then.
And your grandfather worked at a paper mill in Rosaville, did he?
I don't know. I never knew my grandfather. Or,
Come on, it's called family history. You're a book. Okay, why am I a frog? I'm a frog because my grandfather or great-grandfather came from Rosaville.
I see.
So how the hell did he come from Rosaville to? And Rosaville was very a place with lots of work then, the paper mills and everything.
Okay.
And
I didn't know
you
that.
didn't know that. Okay,
No.
what?
But my father worked in the woods.
Yeah.
T.H. Bourque and Sons Mill. He was a millwright, and
So he moved from Rosaville, and he met his grandmother. Is your grandmother? She was from?
on the Bourque side.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. On the other
Dagle,
side.
I think.
Dagle.
Well, Dagle on the Bourque side, like I believe now. And then, but I never knew my grandmother or grandfather. They were passed away.
Yeah, of course.
You know, maybe when I was 1 or 2 or something like that.
So anyway, since you won't buy me lunch once you're elected MLA, I'm not sure if I'm going to post this, but no.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
I'm Scottish, you don't piss me off, but
I see.
and I'm cheap. When I can
You're
have a
cheap.
free lunch from a new MLA, the new leader, okay, bonne chance.
That's rough.